Welcome back to Let's Play Avernum, Escape from the Pit. Today we're going to go to Fort Emerald because that is apparently going to be our best bet for finding gray mold. And we finally have a particular use for it. We should probably let the alchemist who's still at the Tower of Magi know that the main alchemist is kind of croaked. Let's see, Fort Emerald is like up here? Yeah, it's over by Blosk. A blacksmith selling a variety of quality armor. Iron breastplate, steel helm, steel greaves, and viable west boots. Let's see, 2% armor, but 6% evade. Yeah, you go ahead and take those. Blessed breastplate, I bought too fast. Oh my, that's another tier of chance to hit down, though. I think I'm fine. Alright, so that's going to be Blosk. That's Nass. And that's Fort Emerald. Which should be a fairly small map to explore. You approach Fort Emerald on the border between the lands of Avernum and the savage Slithzerakai. When the guards see that you're human, they open the portcullis and let you through. Storage. Keep out. Quartermaster of Fort Emerald is a balding, pudgy man. He moves crates of supplies around at an almost glacial pace. I mow, he grumbles. Nothing to spare. Don't even ask. What are you doing with those crates? Huh? Oh, I'm the quartermaster. I'm looking in them to see if there's anything useful I missed. The answer is always no. It's a quartermaster. I keep track of supplies, stuff. Get stuff in, and stuff out. I hate it here. Why do you hate it here? Constant attacks, for starters. I was at Fort Remote. I liked it there. Then they transferred me. Where's Fort Remote? Far to the west. Most boring fort in Avernum, guarding a bunch of empty tunnels. Well, almost empty. There's a big drake living in there. Never attacks, so we just wait. Much better than here. Here it's dangerous. Real dangerous. Sell some of your supplies. Captain Scarlet would feed me to the sliths if I sold any of her precious supplies to you lot. You have to fend for yourselves. Can we sell something to you? Oh. I can, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sell the rat skin helmet and throw the steel helmet back on. Anything else really extraneous? I don't use terror wands enough to keep a spare one on me. Actually, sell the used one. I'll... Actually, no, that does not scale linearly. So yeah, sell that one, because that's going to be worth more at full. Ensnaring wand... Go ahead and keep the spare of... Oh. Let me go back into that shop now that I've cleaned a couple slots out. And throw that helmet on. I need to distribute a lot of these. I'm never going to use... Okay, if I'm going to use speed elixirs. I'm never going to use speed potions. I'm going to use curing potions. Field ring I can sell. Crystal symbol I won't sell. Yeah, just sell the terror wand. It's so situational. Yeah. We need a place to rest. Look around. I'm sure you can find some empty bunks you can rest in. Soldiers here get killed so quick, there's always an empty bed. That's good to hear. You'd best be moving on, then. Bags of meal aren't stealing, apparently. Talk to you up there in a moment. Liaison Randall. A thin, nervous man cowers in the shadows. He jumps when he sees you. Oh, sorry, you aren't a Slith. I'm Liaison Randall, from the castle where I should be right now. Why are you hiding? He stands up. I'm not hiding. I'm the chief fort liaison for the castle. I go to different forts to see how the war goes and report back to the castle. Which forts do you go to? There are several. It keeps me busy, but this is the worst to visit. This and Fort Dranland. I hate it. It terrifies me. The sound of the fireballs, the screams, the hisses, the smell of blood. He shudders. I write my reports and get back to the castle as soon as I can. What's the castle like? Castle? The castle. What other castle is there? It's safe there. I like it, but then His Majesty always sends me out again and again. His face is twitching. I'll be caught in an ambush and eaten one of these days. Oh, how I miss the surface. Why did you get cast down here? I was a messenger on the surface. The Empire kept the roads nice and orderly and safe. No Nephilim up there to kill you. Oh no, 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 no. They're all down here now, trying to kill me. I didn't appreciate how good things were up there. I didn't at all. Then I got a little drunk and shot my mouth off. I offended the wrong person, now here I am. Oh, how I miss it up there. Wanders off, eager to finish his report and head home. An old woman with long, snowy white hair sits cross-legged on the ground in front of you. She's staring into the large glowing emerald that stands in the middle of the courtyard. Then, when you get close, she says without turning to look at you, I am Silverio. Join me. Stare into the stone. Feel the peace it brings. Why are you staring into that emerald? She emits a long, world-weary sigh. To rest. It must be done from time to time. I defend and serve Avernum as best I can. I know something of your travels. We fight the same fight. How do you know of my travels? We Magi keep track of events and significant visitors. Helps keep us all alive. What fight would that be? She smiles sadly and peers deeper into the huge gem. Against whoever is handy. I fight the Sliths because we need to if we are to survive. Once, long ago, I fought demons. I prefer Sliths, even though their attacks are near constant. What demon did you fight? You may have heard of it. There was once a demon called Grahoth. Lived in a fort beyond a sea of lava to the southeast once. I was an apprentice then. The fort is still there, shattered, and with some demons trapped in it. Forever, and there's treasure there as well. What happened to Grahoth? My betters defeated and imprisoned him, and put him in a cave near the abyss. A well-guarded cave. What sort of treasure would a demon have? She thinks. Most of the fort was shattered when Grahoth fell. Just a pool of lava and basalt rubble, she thinks. But one thing I remember. There was a body, frozen in stasis. A man from the surface wearing a royal seal of the Empire above. It was a bizarre and horrid sight. I'm glad we sealed the place up. That seal sounds useful. How can I enter this fort? You should speak with Roan and Patrick. They're two mighty wizards. They sealed up the fort. They're elsewhere in the Great Cave. Speak with them. Tell me about the emerald. It's a powerful magical installation. When you stare into it and meditate, magical energy is rapidly restored. Magic is in its placement, though. If it is removed, the power is gone. Who created it? I am not sure. I believe it was X of the Triad. He specializes in mysterious magic that nobody can duplicate. Can't move the emerald? Not if the power is to be maintained. The emerald doesn't contain the magic, it only focuses and draws it out. This place possesses powerful raw natural energies that must be tapped. Do you serve here? No, this is but one stop on a long journey. I'm traveling to see Archmage Erica. I only hope that she will see me. Tell me about her. She's the greatest mage in Avernum, a hermit. Cursed, or so rumor has it. Her skill and hatred of the Empire are legendary. If anyone wishes to truly achieve something in Avernum, one route to that goal is to see her. If you're brave and ambitious, I recommend it. I'd like to meet her. Silverio points out a location on your map. That is where I believe her tower lies. I wish you a safe journey. Now I must return to my preparation. I have a long journey ahead. Eleanor? Meet a buxom lass with lush brown hair and a self-confident air. She's rather sweaty and dirty. She's been working in this mess hall almost continuously for weeks. She tells you to have a seat, and in moments there's a bowl of hot mushroom stew in front of you. I won't let anyone say Eleanor didn't look after a visitor to our fort. It's your job at this fort. She sighs. Nowadays, I cheerfully do whatever needs doing, but I used to be an actress. An actress? Where? On the surface. You wouldn't have heard of me, but I was going places. She makes a grand wave of her arm. I commanded the stage. Sort of. Alas, at the height of my career, I chose to appear in the wrong play. Which play was it? It was a stirring portrayal of what happened to the first expedition the Empire sent down to Avernum. Unfortunately, although everyone knew about it, nobody was supposed to. The Empire gave us a speedy trial. Just for being in a play? Can you imagine? The Empire does one stupid thing when they stomp on everyone who mentions it. You see, everyone in the first group who came down here died. Total disaster. I played Marion, consort to Karzoth, the female lead. It was Karzoth. Dumb name, huh? It was what he went by, probably because his real name was Stinky or something. Anyway, he was the mighty leader. She strikes a heroic pose. Bearer of the royal seal and the mighty blade demon slayer. Anyway, he did something arrogant, got stupid, and died. Like the Empire someday, I hope. Huh. So I guess that's whose body is in Grahoth's fortress. The royal seal? Demon slayer? Do you know where they are? She laughs. What do I look like, a sage? I was just in a play. I don't know anything about where the first expedition really ended up. Do you have any other skills? Well, why, yes, I was a skilled dancer and I knew a fair amount about gymnastics. I heard about your many exploits and I think that some of my tricks and secrets could help you. Go ahead and teach us. Quick action in gymnastics. Ooh. Take the permanent 2%. Yeah, take the permanent 2% dodge. Do you do anything besides run the mess hall? As if that wasn't enough. I'm afraid so. I help rebuild walls, repair shields, bandaging when the priests are out of energy, trying to cheer people up when all seems lost, which is often. Prison. Slith prisoner. There's a slith in this cell. It paces sluggishly back and forth. Its skin doesn't have the normal, healthy green color. Instead, it has a slightly bluish tinge. How were you captured? It turns to you. It is shivering slightly. You can tell that the cold-blooded creature is freezing. I fell in battle with your vicious captain. Now I wait to be avenged. Warm blood. Who will avenge you? This, our leader, is mightier than all of you humans combined, it says in a weak voice. Our gods are mighty. Our ally is a being of devastation. His words ooze out, sibilant and deliberate. You're killing me slowly in this pit. Your deaths will bring heat to my spirit in the afterworld. Continues moving around trying to keep warm. Who's your ally? His forked tongue flickers out and he hisses. We follow one of the lords of darkness. I myself have groveled at his feet. Soon he shall be free and he will lead us to mastery over the caves. Now leave me in peace. Turns away. So I guess, Grahoth is kind of going to be the big bad boss. At least for one route. Again, there's supposedly 3 ways to beat the game. There's a man in robes here. He fingers a holy symbol and stares through the arrow slit intently. Then, content that there's not currently any wounded requiring his help, he turns to introduce himself. I am Ward Hodgson, he says, vigorously shaking your hand. Why are you standing here? He waves at the slit. I watch for the next attack. When it comes, I defend as best as I can. The Sliths are relentless. I should know. I have to stitch up the wounded after attacks. Soon my shift will be over and I can go to the Emerald and rest. Whatever. He flashes you a wicked grin. It's the thing that's kept this fort going as well as it has. The stone was found nearby and brought here when they found what it can do. It reinforces magical power. Thanks to it, each mage here can cast the spells of 3. Any Sliths that come here, they get 3 balls of fire for every one they send. Do you get enough rest? No, not much. I don't enjoy this at all. I'd much rather be working on my alchemy. You're a healer. Yes, though not through my holy chance. I have more of an knack for alchemy. I was going to try to invent a healing potion using grey mold before I got called to come here. I only got as far as finding a patch of the stuff, which is no mean feat. It's a difficult task, though. It's very difficult to find good ingredients here. Grey mold, the most powerful of the healing herbs, second only to mandrake root in raw power. Alas, also very rare. Where was the grey mold patch? Well, it probably isn't there anymore, but I found a small patch of the stuff at the headwaters to the river that runs down to the big lake. The lake the Eastern Gallery sits on. The stuff was far, far to the north. It took me forever to find it. If it's still there, it's northwest of Fort Dranlin. I took some of it with me, but it spoiled long ago. Sorry. Actually, he thinks, if you could find the patch and let me know if it's intact, I would appreciate it. Can I help you with your alchemy? As a matter of fact, I've been working on a poison cure. I had some RNA fangs around, but I lost some. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. If you could bring me one, I would appreciate it. Oh, I have some RNA fangs. He gratefully takes the fang and gives you a pouch of coins and a pair of flasks in return. Thank you very much. I'm in your debt. Alas, I can pay you very little for your services, but I'm highly grateful. Cool. So now we know how to get to the grey mold patch. Said it's at the head or northwest of Fort Dranlin. Okay. I would have thought this is the river he was talking about that leads to Dark Lake. But it seems to me like after doing our sweep in the Great Cave, we're going to be starting at the north center point of the map and working down. Probably not attacking this yet, but... Meet a young mage with a pointed black beard and an arrogant expression. He's inspecting a magic barrier. When he sees you, he says, "Oh, adventurers, wonderful. I am Matthias, master of barriers. I hope that you're not going to trouble me." Did you create those barriers? He smirks. Most of them. Usually I use one of my considerable talents to teach the Sliths who come here a lesson. I'm one of the mages of the fort. What lesson is that? I come from the Tower of Magi. I am here to help demonstrate our power. This lesson is directed, of course, not only to the Sliths, but to the humans that rely on us. His eyes glint with arrogance. Are barriers your specialty? No, but my job is to strengthen these barriers. Sometimes I dispel one and create it anew. We can't always rebuild the walls between attacks. Can you teach me how to manipulate barriers? He laughs at you. Often an upstart like you asks me to teach him how to dispel the barriers. He chortles. My response is always the same. It's our secret, not theirs. The tower chooses some spells to keeps it for itself. Where could we go to learn how to dispel barriers? You'll learn no such secrets from me. The secrets of dispelling barriers are very precious. That fool Merwin at Fort Dranlin disagrees with me. She is best ignored. Right, it's the quest for Merwin that gets us that. You seem very busy. Is there anything we can do for you? We elite wizards rarely need help from travelers such as yourselves, but in this instant you might help me. There's someone I need to speak with. Her name is Elizabeth. I believe she lives in the Eastern Gallery, perhaps near Silvar, but I'm not sure. Tell her I seek her out, and I'll reward you. Can you teach me any magic? He smirks. Me? Teach magic to you? I should think not. He resists the urge to punch his face. Where can I learn magic? The same place I did, the Tower of Magi. It's east, if they find you worthy, which is unlikely. Now leave me. I must concentrate on these barriers so that the Slith Sarakai don't break in and kill us all. One thing I notice I haven't found is a captain. Is that worth a crystal? It really is not. Oh, the captain is in the court. Meet a serious-looking woman with long curly brown hair and the smooth, sharp movements of a natural fighter. She paces the fort, surveying everything with a cool, analytical stare. She's a very small person, well less than 5 feet tall, but the wicked axe hanging from her belt makes her seem much taller. She claps you on the shoulder and says, "Welcome, warrior. You look like you have a way with a blade. I'm Captain Scarlet. This fort is mine." "Are you in charge here?" "Yes, I'm the commander of Fort Emerald." "Did you say you're a captain?" "Well, yes. Commander is one notch up, but our commander got burned up and I took over. I'm sure I'll be a commander as soon as the castle bothers to notice." "What's it like commanding a small fort like this?" "It's not been easy. I defend against the raids and send a few sorties out in return. I also have to keep an eye on Nass." "There have been many raids?" "Yes, they come fast and furious. First the ice lances, then the curses and slow spells, then the charge. Our north wall gets battered as fast as we can repair it. We hang on." "Where do you send the sorties?" "The Sliths have a fort to the north, and our mages often slip up there to pump firestorms into it. We'll take it soon, and when we do that, we'll have a straight shot at the island." "It's on the island." "The main Slith castle and their leader, Sis This, are on the island. It's to the east of their small fort and to the north. It can only be reached by boat. We could win this war if we could just get a straight shot at the castle, and we will soon." What's Nass? "Town to the west, populated by friendly Sliths." She says the word friendly with a voice choked with derision. "They say they hate the Sliths that attack us, but the Sliths only attack us, not them. Well, this fort guards against all Sliths. Maybe some of those bastards aren't twisted. I'll believe it when I see it." "Anything I can do for you?" She bristles at this. "What? You think I can't defend my own fort without begging for aid from adventurers and mercenaries? I promise you we're fully capable here without you." "Aren't you a bit short for a commander? Aren't you a little talkative for a fool?" She walks away. Alright. So that's my gateway up to... I guess it would make sense to tackle the Slith forts before trying to go for the castle. Alright. Let's go... Now I have a dilemma. Do I keep exploring the Great Caves, keep this momentum, or keep the momentum of doing the Greymold quest? I think I go... This is an interesting dilemma. Also interesting that only this collapsed passage is marked, so I do think it is you get the royal seal and it's actually a key. Let's focus on our quests. So I'm going to take another swing at the Basilisk encounter. Oh, it's over here. Try and spread out as best I can. Really can't spread out too much, though. The Shade should be immune to stun, at least. I can keep you guys healed. Stun will eventually wear off. Stunned immune, yep. Finish one off. Keep back. There we go. Another down. Ooh. Acid resisted, sadly, but... Smite you. And this one is super dead. Basilisks are dead. The people of Old Mario will no doubt be very grateful. Searing slimes. You up? Yeah. Full weapons and... Let's go for some luck. Just keep going purely into bow damage. Alright, in Elmaria, who did I turn in the basilisks to? Mayor of the town. I killed the basilisks as you requested. Bevan looked surprised. You did it? You actually killed them? Good heavens, I just gave you that task to get rid of you. Still, I suppose that a bargain is a bargain. Fetches a heavy pouch of copper coins. Still, mercenaries are not welcome here in Elmaria. I hope you're thinking of moving on soon. Now, I am very busy. He looks at his papers. 400 money? Any more work for me? I'm sure there's plenty of work for you, just not here. We have a war to fight, and it's a job for soldiers, not wanderers. Mycroft? Int. Priest. Mage. Let's see. It's 17 for Divine Host, which is like a super powerful summon spell. You have 11 now, which is enough for Ward of Elements. 13 will get me Return Life eventually. Divine Fire and Mass Healing are really the big ones I'm looking for, but I clearly am not going to have the cash for that anytime soon. Wait, Elmaria has a teleport. That's why I came here. Oh, right, the thing has to open every time. Job board is around here. Bounty, sewer presence. Although the slimes below Elmaria has been expunged, Julio the Sage's magical explorations have determined that another dark presence has taken up residence below, hiding as it prepares to make mischief. Whatever this creature is, and wherever it lurks, the mercenary who finds and destroys it will be well paid. And Thantria's note. A note on the board reads, Adventurer, brave, ready to earn rewards for the safety and comfort of Avernum, ready to take orders and not questions? If so, then seek Thantria. She awaits under Vermello, and her rewards are great. Right. that. Did I full clear under here? No, I didn't. Well, I did, but also didn't. Safe house, portal pylon, stairway. No buttons on the wall. Talk to the scimitar guy. What I can do for you. Only take what you absolutely must and then depart. I must prepare for the final apocalyptic battle between the Avernum and the Empire. I don't know when it will come, but I must be ready when it does. He leans back and closes his eyes. Soon he's snoring softly. Hey, what do you mean apocalyptic? Maybe there's like a northeast entrance that I just haven't noticed. I mean, usually that sort of thing would be noted here, but City Hall, armor, blades, Vintner, Fletcher, Sage. Let's head up to Kotra. No, let's head up to Formello. Because I have meal to turn in. Like, if I'm going to be teleporting around, I might as well take care of smaller errands along the way. Bunch of good mushroom meal. Okay. Take me to Kotra. Let's head west. West, I mean northwest. I guess we can just kind of start exploring the caverns over here. Tunnels. There's a small village here full of barbarian Slithzerikai. Small but heavily defended, they easily saw you as you approached. When you get close, the village's defenders walk out and face you. Each one holds a traditional Slith two-tined spear. They don't seem Like, they want to fight, but they're ready to defend themselves. Slith Priest. Definitely want protection. They have numbers, but most of those numbers are weaker versions of enemies. So start bonking the weaker ones. This is a good opportunity to use a Terror Wand. Heal you. Back off. Phone of Cold. That's a real bad daze. That's on my best DPS. Oh, that... I was looking at the wrong unit. Going to Cold. Really like to just step there. Like, step down a tile. God, the pixel hunting. Ah, okay, that's where I wanted to go. Blade Sweep. You. Cone to include that. Oh, that's not the priest. Oh, the priest is way back there. Vapor Rat is the most dangerous of those. You're engaged, so kill the one you're engaged with. Step down and cone. You finish that one and maybe cleave, but don't. Oh, you're ensnared. Perfect shot, I guess. Flawless shot. Oh, you were charmed, and the game doesn't assume that, hey, maybe you don't want to murder charmed party members. a really confusing decision. Okay. Just heal yourself, I guess. Yeah, that was the right decision. 2 turns of terror. Nope, it wasn't the right decision. I'm actually not sure what the misplay was there. Like, normally I can pretty readily identify, but... Alright, let's go this way instead for now, then. Here it's just a bunch of worms. Oh, and the eye beast, right. Yeah, I can't do that if I immediately get stunned. Small village. Okay, there's gonna be multiple of these encounters then. Duh, duh, duh. Snaring wand. Swing. Step up, you don't have any wands, so just swing at the weaker one. Step up. Call the storm. Let's see. None of them are dangerous at all. Fire on this one and kill it? Yes. I'm starting to think that Ensnare doesn't actually do much for me. Cool. Alright. I clearly cannot handle the actual Slith encounters around here. So... next time on Let's Play Avernum Escape from the Pit, I guess, we'll be exploring the waters west of Fort Dranlin. See you guys then.